Om Shanti. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the PowerBoost session. So as you all know that in this month, on May 9th, we are celebrating Mother's Day. So today we will share on this purest relationship of mother and child. So as I am playing the role of mother in this life, so I got this fortune to share on this today. So before starting, a little bit of introduction of myself. My name is Ekta, and I work in a medical billing and coding company. And I have been practicing Raja Yoga meditation for more than 15 years, almost 16 years now. So it's a lifestyle. But along with that, I'm a mother of two beautiful daughters. So today I will share my experience on how incorporating spirituality in relationships helps us to transform every relationship into a pure, loveful relationship, especially a mother and child. So, as we all know that when a child takes birth, it's not only a child's birth, but also a birth of a mother who was a woman before and then embodies a role of mother instantly. And as soon as she becomes the mother, all of her motherly qualities, those sanskars, they just start emerging effortlessly. It's like those sanskars are always there, like they start emerging, like love. I would say unconditional, selfless love, compassion, care, and so on. Some feeling of like providing the best to the child, everything, always available for them. And this relationship of mother and child, it is kind of like a foundation, meaning it plays a vital role in well-being of a child, shaping their character, their culture, always supportive for them. So mothers, like they are always present. So mothers become like role model for them. So in this area of nurturing and sustaining a child, how spirituality helps us is it's not only about empowering the child, but uh, spirituality enables us to create a very pure relationship with them. So in Raj Yoga, we learn that the most important thing that every child, it's the most important thing that we learn here, that everyone is an individual, everyone is unique in their own ways. They have their own specialities, own qualities, own sanskars. So they all come with their own destiny. So their parenting also needs to be done individually, meaning based on their capacity of their sanskars, their skills, their talents. So whatever specialities they have. So when we have this shift in our awareness, our consciousness, based on this knowledge that every individual has their own specialities, own destiny, so we start seeing them as a beautiful, amazing beings with all unique qualities, and then start nurturing them in the way like we are nurturing their talents, nurturing their qualities and their capacity. So with this type of nurturing, their capacity increase automatically, which means a child needs to be improvised in their own ways, their own version, not trying to implement or add the reference to other children around. So, which means no comparison, no criticism. So, in Raj Yoga meditation, we learn all these methods like no comparison, no criticism. So, the child not only uh, we are not only doing these things at the level of words, but also even in the thoughts, like why she's not doing this, why she's not like her, or why she can't do this, like these kind of thoughts. No, as we practice Raj Yoga, we learn that our thoughts manifest. Thoughts become our reality. The thoughts we are repeatedly creating becomes reality. So the thoughts that I create as a mother, the child is absorbing all the vibrations of those thoughts and taking it as like labels on them. So paying a lot of attention on the thoughts, creating more pure, positive, benevolent, elevated thoughts, using only positive labels for the child, meaning who we want them to become. So thinking and speaking only of the reality which we want them to become. Like for example, for my practice, how I use it, I always try to think in a way that you are perfect in whatever you are doing, you are the best. You are always accurate in your actions. You're so honest, you're so powerful, you're so punctual, regular, organized, meaning whatever we want them to become, I just try to create those thoughts and words also, so that they get that energy. So with these like elevated vibrations, it helps them in uplifting, empowering. So this is the unconditional love, means acceptance and not expecting too much from them. Because when there are expectations, it means that we are rejecting them the way they are. We are rejecting them. We are telling them you're wrong this way. This is the energy of like wanting something or telling them just change this. So the shift in thoughts from expecting a lot from them, expecting them to be my way, to accept them their way. So these energies, like for in my experience, has brought them closer to me, more close to me. And with this energy of like giving respect to them, in my experience, they are able to change their sanskars also for good. And it also creates a relationship of more honesty and transparency. So the key is no criticism, no comparison, so that they don't develop the sanskar of competition. Because the sanskar, the habit of competition doesn't let the child's capacity bloom to its fullest potential. Because then the child would feel like maybe either inferior or superior, like those kind of feelings, and would feel uh, like looking at the self in the reference of other children. So although we know that in spirituality we are learning, and that I shared that everyone has their own potential. Those whom we are competing with, they have their own capacity, their own sanskars, their specialities. So there is no point of competition. So not encouraging those things, because indirectly what we do, if we are pushing them to that competition or comparison, like we are sowing the seeds of jealousy, ego. So they may not experience the happiness, the contentment, or the emotional strength. So being a mother, to me, with the practice of spirituality, is to send them these labels or these thoughts of the highest vibrational quality, pure, powerful. and help them to enhance their skills further. So sending them my trust, that I trust their capacity, not trying to control them or to create a discipline with love and compassion. So now the most important part, how can we do this constantly, and how to maintain this consciousness of sending or creating these elevated thoughts always, because situations do come in different forms and from different sources. So how to be in the state that there is not a lot of fluctuation in the mind, or uh, sometimes it happens up and down of emotionally we go that way, but we learn some tools in spirituality, in Raja Yoga meditation. First is to know the self. Knowing self meaning I am a pure being. My original qualities are love, peace, happiness. Now, when we start learning these, and by constant practice, meaning uh, creating these thoughts, repeating these thoughts of the self, that yes, I'm peaceful, I'm pure, I'm powerful, we start experiencing that and embody that, but we receive the power with the connection with the Supreme. So we connect in this awareness to the Supreme and absorb all the powers to sustain, to maintain my state of giving positivity out. So connection with the ocean of love, so that I can give love to others. So that connection empowers me to embody all the virtues. So that Raj Yoga teaches us, or I would say for myself, I learned that being a mother is to nurture my own original sanskars first, and then nurturing the child. That will automatically happen. If I'm nurturing my sanskars, these vibrations are radiating out, and naturally they are getting that sustenance. And with these vibrations, these powerful, positive, benevolent thoughts, this helps in kind of refining and polishing the child's own specialities and building their confidence and self-respect in practical life. So I experiment with these tools, these methods. These are some techniques that we learn here, and I'm experiencing amazing results in this. So we can close this session with a short commentary, and we can all sit together and meditate. So if you're all ready, we can just connect together to the source, to the Supreme, so that we can absorb all the powers to maintain and sustain our stage of being positive. So sit back, relax, sit comfortably. Let's experiment with looking within. That who I am. Beyond all the labels, all the titles that I have accumulated. Who am I? a spiritual being, light, peace, eternal being, whose nature is love, compassion, generosity. And in this life, I have been given this role of different responsibility. Maybe a daughter, mother, sister, employee, employer, boss, or many more. But first and foremost, I am a spiritual being playing all these roles. And in these roles, I bring the attitude of compassion, humility, unconditional love, unconditional acceptance into my every interaction. This is my original nature, my eternal nature, beyond the rules, beyond anything physical. It's my special gift. As I always remember the source whose energy is always with me, in me, so that all my day, no matter how busy I am physically, but I'm able to emerge the virtues, the powers from the Supreme. I'm never alone. The reservoir of love, ocean of love, the powerhouse, someone who is always benevolent, who is invisible, is always with me, feeling. And that attitude of benevolence, mercy, love comes into me through the source, enters in me. And in my every interaction, in my every relationship, that energy, the space of trust flows. It makes my every relation pure, divine relationship that gives me and everyone around me the feeling of protection, security. Om Shanti.